forgot to tell y'all uh, um, what happened when my mama found out that I was pregnant. I can't believe I forgot that part of the story. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong part of the camera. Um, anyway, I told my sister to take me to the doctor. So, one day after school, I believe it was on a Friday. Yeah, it was on a Friday. I told her to pick me up after school. And she picked me up after school. And we went over to the doctor's office. And I told the doctor that, in the waiting room, somebody that my mother knew was in the waiting room. So when I went in there to see the doctor, and you know how you got the nurse right at the desk or whatever, I told her that I thought I had a cold or coming down with a flu or something. And so, because I didn't want that person that was sitting in the waiting room to know while I was really there. And so when I went back there, and then that's when I told the doctor, could he run a pregnancy test as well? And so when I got back there, that's what I told him. And then he said, "Oh, you think you're pregnant?" He said, "Yes." And he said, "Yes." I said, "Yes." I said, "Yes." So he ran the test, whoop-de 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 whoop, and bam, there it was, girl. I was pregnant. Okay. I come home with Ellen, and with my sister Ellen, my oldest sister, and she said, "What are you doing here? Why do you go pick her up?" And this, that, and other. And my sister said that she was already down that way, and she saw me standing outside, get ready to get on the bus. So she just hollered out the window and pulled right in there and picked me up. So we just left it like that and say, "Boop de boop boop, here I am." Let me stop saying whoop de whoop de whoop. That's when you're getting it on. But anyway, and then I think we was all went back in the room, and see, I got one, two, three, yeah, four sisters. I had four sisters there, and we all went back in the room, and then I told the other three that I was pregnant. And then we was like, "Oh my God, girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? This, and all this other kind of stuff." Like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, and we was all in the room whispering and whatnot, and carrying on and carrying on. And then I think it was I'm gonna say about 3 weeks later, I actually told my mother that I was pregnant. "Sandra, you what?" Oh my goodness. Then she cried. She cried. And she said, "Well, who is the father?" And that's the part that really, was making me nervous when I had to tell her who the daddy was. And it was the same person that I was supposed to stay away from. And of course, she was shocked, and she was like, "How this happening? And how'd you do this? And how'd you do that?" And I was honest, and I told her how I snuck out the house, and not actually. I didn't sneak. I never snuck out the house. I lied to get out the house. Lied and said I was going somewhere else, and full well that I wasn't going wherever I said I was going. So I never snuck out the house. I just lied about my whereabouts. So yeah. And she cried, but she didn't, do like some parents do. You put them out the house, put the kids out the house, and all that other kind of stuff, and throw pots and pans and all this other kind of stuff I've seen other parents do to their, teenagers or younger and whatnot. And when I told my father, he was like, well, Candy, well, Candy, call him up. Let's get him over here so we can talk about this. We're going to do something. We got to do something. He's going to be a part of this baby's life. We're going to do something. He's going to do something. Call him up. My daddy got real deep for it. And he called my mama Candy. So that was her little nickname. My father didn't seem like he was mad, disappointed, or what. He just didn't have much of a reaction. He was just like, call him up. We're going to do something. He's going to contribute. Call him. I was like, okay, call him. So he wasn't allowed to come over there. But if nobody wasn't going to call the police, you know, they wouldn't going to have no idea that he was there or whatever like that. And so he came over, talked about it. There it was. And that was the end of that. He could only come over there, you know, to see the baby and all that kind of stuff like that. And eventually after he kept coming over and kept coming over, we, you know, the water was under the bridge. All that nonsense, not nonsense, but all that stuff that went on about me staying away from him by court order and stuff, you know, just went away eventually. So everything was everything. And that's that story. That's that story. And I just want to say, stay in school. Oh, yes, I graduated, by the way, 12th grade, on time. I didn't know I ain't go for no GED. I didn't take my GED. My sisters was right there watching. Like I said, I had a lot of support. And my mama and my dad and my brother. Yes. I ain't had to worry about no baby clothes because my sisters already had kids. And so it was, like I said, raising the child my child as a infant wasn't my biggest worry. My worries was after she turned 10. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Stay in school. Don't get pregnant at a teenage as a teenager. Wait until you're married and all that good stuff. You at your own house. Yeah, because I was living with my mama. And so, anyway, that's the end of that story time. Peace. I gotta go.